This is all I wore in 2024. So this is something I decided to do in December 2023. It was literally in my 2024 ins and outs list. In fact, it was the first one, wearing a white t-shirt and jeans only. And I was really excited to go into 2024 trying this out. The first thing I noticed is that it frees up all this extra space in my brain because I don't have to think about what I'm gonna wear every day. I've heard a lot of people talk about the burden of figuring out what you're gonna have for dinner, and this is something similar for me. Now, the only thing I have to worry about is washing everything at the end of the week and making dinner. It's just one less thing to think about. I have my 4 things that I just put on every day. I will say though, this is kind of clickbait because I did wear more than just a t-shirt and jeans, especially for events and special dates and things like that. And something I was thinking from the beginning is that wearing the same thing every day would make it so that I would put way more thought into the outfits that weren't a white t-shirt and jeans. And it made all those other outfits seem more intentional. Yeah, basically everything that I wear that isn't that is just automatically more special. And so the whole thing just makes me feel way more confident. Another thing I quickly realized is it makes content creation easier. I can film one single video over the course of several days without having to pay attention to what I'm wearing. And then also it's interesting because when you look at my feed, I'm wearing the same thing in every single photo and it looks good. It makes each photo and video look more consistent and it's like my brand. And this actually stemmed from me finally finding the right type of pants and the right type of t-shirt. Although I've worn t-shirts my whole life, oh my god, take a drink every time I say t-shirt. Women's t-shirts are always like so weird. Like, I don't know who made all of them. They're weirdly tight. They're little tube, like they're like a sock. The neck is way too wide. The sleeves are too short, too tight, and they ride up your armpit. So then I just resorted to buying men's t-shirts, but I don't know why most men's t-shirts have a pocket. Maybe it's because they don't traditionally use purses, but I don't know who decided that men needed a pocket there. Basically, it's been really hard to find the right kind of t-shirt. So for a while in 2022 and 2023, I ended up buying those like 4-packs or white t-shirts that are like Fruit of the Loom. Those are the closest thing that I found to what I wanted. But the issue with those is they're so see-through. Also, supposedly those like Fruit of the Loom basic tees are supposed to be the best ones. And I think it was probably that way in the 90s, but then capitalism happened. So yeah, I was really annoyed about the whole thing until one day I found Uniqlo. And their unisex cotton t-shirt, basic white, whatever, was probably everything that I've been looking for. Their only issue is that they were a little bit too long. So I've been cropping them. And I don't just mean that I just cut off the part that I don't want. I actually try to hem it and make it look as original as possible. I want to show you how easy it is to crop a t-shirt. Let's get into it. So I buy my t-shirts in pairs. So we've got 2 medium Uniqlo unisex t-shirts. So these are some of the few t-shirts nowadays that are 100% cotton, and they're also a thicker cotton. I find usually all the other ones are very see-through. Okay, this is not sponsored, but these are definitely the most perfect shirt I've found. I find that medium is a really good size for me, but it's too long. So let's do this. That's it. They're just perfect. They're also not crazy short. I kind of like when they start just where my pants end. Or no, when they end where my pants start. And then the other struggle was finding the right jeans. What girl hasn't struggled with buying a pair of pants? It's probably the most traumatic experience maybe ever. No, it's not. But it's hard to find pants that aren't stretchy and skinny nowadays, and I hated that. I've never been comfortable with those, but that's what I've worn my whole life. Until one day I went to a store that I will not mention, and I bought a pair of what I saw were called carpenter pants. And this changed my life, because these were the first pants in my whole life that weren't grabbing my leg like a pantyhose. And I think carpenter pants are kind of the pipeline to wide pants. And I found those and I just never looked back. So this all happened in 2023, and I kind of find these two things that I really liked, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna make this my personality for the rest of my life. And I did. So my final thoughts are, I'm gonna do this again in 2025. I think this has allowed me to kind of not care about how I present myself, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Not like I don't care I don't really care what people think about me wearing the same thing over and over. I feel like I'm taking pride in being an outfit repeater. This is kind of one of many ways of embracing minimalism in your life, and I'm really liking it, which is kind of dangerous, because the next step is probably like getting rid of 90% of what I own. No, I'm not gonna do that. I love trinkets and thrifting and collecting things, so that's never gonna happen. But this is a really nice way of it's a really nice way of clearing your mind. It's kind of like a permanent meditation. Okay, this is getting weird. Basically, what I'm trying to say is minimalism is freedom to some extent, like material freedom probably. I don't know. And it just feels so good to do it. I don't have an office job right now, but I also thought that when I do, maybe next year, I'm gonna have a Monday outfit, a Tuesday outfit, etc. for each day of the week, and just like repeat it. Like it's gonna be a uniform for each day. And those can be more fun outfits. That might be something that I might try in the future. So yeah, that's everything from me. And this is your reminder to not care what people think. Okay.